Alright, so that's what I gotta get across. Oh man. He was all quilled out and ready to go, so I just kept on walking. So hopefully I don't have a ticket, and hopefully it wasn't towed. Welcome back to another outdoor adventure. Today we're not camping, we are hiking today at the Becket Quarry. And before you think, oh yeah, great, another hiking video, oh how exciting. Definitely not boring. This place is historic, going back to the 1860s. Wait till you see what was left behind. It's like everybody just walked off the job and never came back and left everything behind. But instead of talking about it, let's just go explore. And when I say we, I mean you and me. Guys, this place is amazing. We're in the Berkshires of Massachusetts, and we are ready to explore the quarry, forest, ruins, and rusty relics. Let's get to hiking. I came here a little late in the day. There's absolutely nobody here except that guy sleeping down in the parking lot in his car way in the corner. But hey, you know, that's none of my business. It's overcast, as you can see. Well, right now the sun's like kind of peeking out here and there. It's overcast and it's just sprinkled. You know what? That means we have the place to ourselves. Man, them birds is loud. Yeah, definitely looks like coming up on some sort of structure. Let's see what it is. So this is just the remnants of an old storage shed. There's probably not too much to see in there, so there's no need to go running around in there. I mean, I've been here before, but it's been years and years. And it's great to just kind of come back and see all these awesome rusty relics out on the trail. There would have been one of those shelters that are like those, you know, those like half round, half moon shelter type things. I'm guessing that's what that is. There's another trail headed off in that direction. Ooh, look at this. What make and model is that? You want to take a guess on that? I'm not exactly sure. Look at that. That is cool. Can hardly see any of the markings. Steering wheel still left there. The seat's not there, but yeah, check that out. Let me see if I can get a better shot from the other side. Alright, I don't know if you can read that, guys, but there is some information on this. If I can turn it this way, I'm not sure which way to turn this around. So if you want to put that on pause, you can feel free to check that out. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Alright. Let's see if we can get... Oh, ow! Oh my god, I'm stuck on some branches. A better shot of the inside. Oh man. So that's what that looks like. The controls. Look at that. Oh, I guess I should give you a little history of the place. The Becket Quarry in Becket, Massachusetts closed down in the 1940s. They opened in the 1860s. They mined for granite, for headstones, for for other different building applications, and basically, for whatever reason, they just up and left one day. And this is like the remnants of things you're gonna see today. So boring hike? I don't think so. Let's get to checking out some more cool stuff. We're heading up to the quarry, so let's go see what kind of awesome sights we see. Wow, it's actually kind of a nice day right now. So I brought something cool to eat. Hopefully I'll have some time to make that. If I don't get a chance to make that here due to time constraints, then we'll make sure we find a spot to pull over and have something to eat. But guys, let's just continue on the trail. Oh, check that out. Sorry about the sun, if it's giving that little glary glare thing. But this is one of the old air compressors. Just left here. It makes you wonder why they didn't, drive it away or drive it off the mountain. Look at that. Look at the seats right there. Echo, echo. It still has like the shifter and the pedals right there. Whew, it's got some cobwebs. Wow, check that out. That is awesome. And that's what it looks like. There's the back window. Way cool. Yeah. So this is the air compressor that probably would have ran the derrick further on up the trail. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've been here. And for anybody new or anybody who doesn't know about this area, this is the Becket Quarry and Forest in Massachusetts. Information will be linked down below. There's so much to see. I don't know if I can even cover it all, but I'm glad I could bring you along with me today. Let's see what other cool things we can find. This is awesome to be able to come and see this again. Way cool. God, this trail is a little crazy. That truck down there, look at there's cables everywhere. That truck down there fueled the power for these derricks that were hauling granite out of this quarry. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that pipeline right there. And there's cables. Wow. Holy crap. Look at this old machinery. Look at that. That is amazing. Look at that old pulley wheel. Check that out. There's a date on there of 1905 right there in the corner. Boston and Lockport Clock Company. Pretty cool. Whoa. Guys, this is a view. Check this out. Whoa. This is the quarry. Look at this. And I gotta watch my footing, seriously, because I could fall right off the edge. Whoa. And we'll go higher up and check it out. But my God. And all this old mining equipment left behind. And so the quarry, as you can see behind me, is right there. Once I get to a higher elevation, you'll be able to probably kind of respect it probably a little bit more, because you're not really getting the full quarry experience, so to speak. But all these little rusty relics left behind have been here since the 40s. So almost 100 years old, and this is just only the beginning. So, and there's other trails here too. So if you're not into this, although I don't see why you wouldn't be into this, but if you know, this isn't your thing, there's a whole bunch of other trails here. So, you know, check the maps. And if you're from this area and you don't know about it, I suggest you do come and check it out. And if you already know about it, then you know it's just it's a hidden gem. So Becket Quarry, let's keep on keeping on. Look at that, the old tracks. Look at that. There's like so much to see here. Some of these stones are, as you can see right there, someone must have used it as a fire pit. And, you know, I guess that's fine, you know, do you, whatever. But, you know what I'm gonna say. Take your garbage. Look at all that. There's like cans everywhere. Becket Quarry. What a mess. And that's the view. Look at that. Whoa. Let's not fall off the edge. That's where I was earlier. And this is just another view, walking along the trail. Going around the trail right over there. Probably up there. Just a little rock pile, nothing too interesting, but it does make you think, kind of the way it's shaped to me anyways, that this quarry is notorious for making headstones. I mean, that was almost primary, you know, that's kind of top billing when you basically look up the information to this place. That's what it tells you. Headstones. All right, so it looks like to the right of the quarry. Let me back that up. As you can see right there, looks like some sort of stairs. So I think I'm going to try and take that. Film and climb this at the same time and not die. All these stairs are crazy. Yep, gaining some height. Oh, on that quarry. Let me stop safely. Over there, I know you can't see anything. Hold on. Ooh, this is a little tricky. Oh, a little tricky. So it's a little like slippery, so I'm gonna have to see you back in a moment. Okay, I just had to get around that tricky part because it was like all muddy. So I don't even know if you can see behind me the trail, but the stairs are kind of crazy right there, and there's like a little slippy spot. So let's just continue on and get a view of this quarry. Ooh. Look at all the cables coming up from the very top. You can see there's just like remnants of the past, like all over the. So you can't really see it, but that's where I stopped over there, across the way, and that's just another shot of the quarry a little bit higher. Wow. What is this? Alright, so it looks like there's some sort of rail right there. Behemoth of a structure. Big old spool. Oh, look, it even has the date on it. It says June 10th, 1890. Like, wow. Like, that's time stamped in history. And that's what a true time stamp is. Oh my God, like I have bug spray on, but these bugs are just not having it. They're like, you know something, F you and your bug spray. Oh, look at that. This one says, this part on this machine right there says patent June 18, 1895. Wow. That's awesome. Look at that. I mean, that's a big old honking rusty relic right there. I don't even know how good this will come out on camera, but you can see like all this rock. It's basically a bunch of granite that's just been blasted. And yeah, that would be the tailings pile right there. The trail just runs alongside of it. Those little spider webs that get you in the face. Just I'm pressed for time. I don't want to be in here after dark because they will ticket you. But check this out. It's a rusty relic in the ground right there, as you can see. Oh. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll leave it. I'll put it back. I'll put it back. But check that out. It's an old spike right there for the tracks, and that would have been for, you know, the carts. It would have been, it wouldn't have been like the railway or anything like that, but it would have been like the carts hauling the granite to and fro. Alright, so where I'm parked is right there. Then you have to come all the way down here. Where I am right now is right there. And I am going to, we already did the quarry trail, so we're going to, and when I say we, I mean you and me, we're going to do the foundation loop if it's not too buggy, even though I have bug spray on. So yeah, let's get to doing that. It's very humid, which makes it kind of suck. Alright, so I'm still following along the Founders Loop, which crosses the Laurel Knob Trail down there. So we're just gonna continue on. Whoa. Down there. They're pretty strict on after hours, so I won't be doing that nighttime hike here through here tonight. So we'll just take a walk on this trail, and I don't know how much farther we'll go, but we'll check it out and see what we see. It's all part of enjoying the outdoors. Oh God, oh. All right, so that's what I gotta get across. Oh man. It's a little slippy. I'm not going through that mud, I can tell you that. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm going through that. Wow, that was one hell of a muddy trail right there, but we got across. All right, we got the inchworm making his way along the Fin Trail. He just basically came from the old mountain loop right there. Yep, right there. Hi, how you doing? Say hi, wave to the crowd. Yeah, good job. Hey, yeah, take a bow, take a bow. It's like all of a sudden there's like no air, and it's like humid as hell and swampy and gross, and it's like buggy and blah 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 blah. So this is just a shot of some of this blue trail that I'm on right now, which intersects with a couple other trails. So if you want to get away from just seeing you know, the rusty relics of what was left behind while they were mining the quarry and all the awesome machinery, which is way cool, then you can take one of the many trails that aren't really long. You know, they're just about a mile or under. So, you know, pick a path that's right for you and just get on out here. It's awesome. You know, minus the bugs and the humidity, of course. That's kind of the sucky part. Founders Loop. Alright. It's all fun and games until the uphill starts. Now, I have bug spray, and I don't understand why, but I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So I can tell you now there's not going to be that portion of in the woods having this, this dinner, which is one of my favorites. But yeah, it's too buggy, and I'm basically losing blood by the pint. So I'm gonna make my way off the Foundry Trail, and yeah, I'm back to the car. Yep, that's what's happening. Plus, I gotta be back at the truck by 7 o'clock, or else I risk getting a ticket. And it's, I think, about 6:30ish almost. So basically, gotta haul ass to the truck. Look at this. This is beautiful. Pardon me for like breathing so heavy. I'm like, whew. Plus it's like, it's not even hot. It's just like, it's humid, you know? But this is nice. Buggy as hell though. Like not worth like hanging out in here buggy. If I was camping, that'd be a different thing. I could retreat to my tent, but I'm not. Just saw a raccoon moving. I don't know where he went. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's not a raccoon, it's a porcupine. He's huge. What the? Oh, it's hot. So yeah, so honestly, I can say that's the first time that I have ever seen a porcupine, and he was huge. Sorry, I didn't get a good enough shot, but I just couldn't get a good enough shot. You know, what can I say? You know, taken by surprise at the moment and all that kind of thing. But yeah, he was all quilled out and ready to go, so I just kept on walking. So it's buggy as hell. I just want to get the heck out of here, so I'm just gonna keep on going. Gotta probably about halfway. I need to get to the car before 7, so it's just gonna be a race to the clock, a race to beat the clock. So see you back at the car. The clock is basically saying I have 10 minutes to get back to the car, and I'm only saying 7 o'clock is the cutoff point because that's what I read. So yeah, I don't think 7 o'clock is going to see me there with my truck. So we'll just have to see if I get a ticket or if it's all clear. And yeah, so fingers crossed. And yes, I did pay the fee. There's like a little machine and you pay, you know, with a ticket, and you put the ticket in the window. So I mean, it's not like they don't know I'm here or they don't know somebody's here. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. As you can see, it is getting dark, and it is actually just like 7:02. It is past 7 o'clock, and I still have yet to get to my truck. Damn it, these freaking bugs driving me crazy. See, I don't have a ticket. There's only one other car in here besides me. Whoa! So that's good. We did just under 3 miles, and I don't think that's too bad, but as you can see, the mosquitoes are going crazy, so I'm not going to sit out here and cook anything out in the woods. So maybe you'll see that in this video, or maybe you'll see it in another video. What? Oh, you're gonna try and hand it off to me because you didn't plan it, your hike out a little better? You're gonna drive 4 hours to walk around 3.5? Look how pasty white my legs are compared to my arms. Welcome back to the second half of this video. If you've made it this far, wow, thank you. I appreciate it. So let's just talk about a couple of things from that hike. You know, you ever been so like raring to go that you technically know you don't have enough time and you really shouldn't be going, but you're just too excited and you go anyways? Well, that's what happens, and a few mistakes were made. Let me tell you about some of the mistakes that I did make on the trail. I mean, not in life. We'd be here for a long time. So, yeah. First off, if you're gonna plan to go somewhere, allow yourself, like I know better, allow yourself enough time to actually do what you want to do. I mean, there were about 4 or 5 different trails there. I've been there before. I did the Quarry trail. That's all great to see, but I never really did any of a lot of the loop trails that are there. And I think they were like, I think there's like 4 or 5 different trails as you saw from the map, and I wanted to do them all. Okay, well, I only allowed myself 3.5 hours of time, and I wanted to stop at, you know, some beautiful picturesque location and have some lunch, and that didn't happen. So that was a mistake. And second of all, the bug situation. Speaking of that, I do have my thermocell right there, which I did bring on the hike, but thermocell is useless unless you're stationary, you know. So there's that. And the bug spray I had was off. I was wearing off, and it seemed to be okay, like when I first started out. And then after a while, the mosquitoes were just like, they were immune to it, and I was getting eaten alive. I couldn't stand it. I was getting miserable. I had to hurry to get off the trail, and I've never been there like that late, and it wasn't late at all, but I've never been, you know, because I usually allow myself time to do these things. I didn't know how strict they were on the parking policy in the lot. When I first got there was nobody in the lot. There was me, and I didn't want to show him. You know, the guy looked like, you know, he needed a place to rest, so he was sleeping in his car. It looked like he lived in his car because of just all the stuff, you know, in the back window. You can tell it's like, so I don't know, good luck to that guy. But there was nobody there. And I didn't know how strict they were on, you know, being in the lot. And apparently it wasn't that bad. I was kind of freaking out for nothing. But better to be safe than sorry. So I just didn't have enough time. But I love that place. If you've ever been there, let me know. And if you've done all of the trails on the Becket Loop, Quarry, and Forest trail, let me know and tell me how you liked it. So I'm not having that lunch that I brought. I was gonna like cook a little something, but I'll save that for a camp. Today I just brought so disorganized. Today, I mean, everything here is packed from the other day. The only thing I did was take out my food, and I added in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So we're having that, and even though it's like, you know, 180 degrees out here today, I'm still gonna have a cup of coffee. I do have water, but I just want to chill and relax and have my coffee. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I had to come back and explain what was going on that hike. But my God, it's amazing to see like all those rusty relics and those machines just left over. I think it used to be a part of the Chester Quarry. I'm not sure if there were 2 separate quarries, or like, I don't really have like all my information assembled correctly in my head. So feel free, if you want to know about that, I could just read the information down below. But basically, they abandoned the quarry in 1940 and left everything behind. And yeah, so I got a few things planned. You'll be seeing that coming up in the future. We have I don't even know what I'm looking for, my spoon. I'm just dying. We're in the midst of a heat wave I think the next few days are going to be a heat index of 108 degrees. It's serious, you know, so please stay cool, stay hydrated. If you know anybody who's like, you know, old or elderly, you know, just check on them, see how they're doing, you know. Just if you know, use your head, help people out. I guess that's all I'm trying to say. I'm going to get this coffee going because apparently I have diarrhea of the mouth right now. And you know, I'm not gonna draw this out. It's not gonna be like a 27-hour video. I'll bring it back as soon as I have the coffee made. And I do have a favor to ask all of you, or at least people who camp. I'll be asking you a question as soon as I get this coffee made. Fuck. Oh, that worked out well. Yeah, it's getting warm. But yeah, so cheers and bon appetit at the same time. But yeah, you know what I just realized? This hot coffee right here, this mug, I didn't realize it was a spill-proof mug until I just realized it was a spill-proof mug. It just knocked over. It just fell right over. And this is piping hot coffee. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to risk it. All right, I'll risk it for piping hot coffee. See that? Just to prove that there is hot coffee in it. That was coffee abuse. But yeah, I didn't even realize it was a no spill mug. Cool, bonus. Yeah, I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I've just kind of been sitting here relaxing. Basically what I should have been doing out on that hike. And yeah. So a viewer posed a question to me that I didn't have the answer for. I think it's Campfire Mike, and here's the question right here. And he posed a question to anyone who is a camper, and he didn't get a response. So I'm hoping if you know an answer, if you could just go down into the comments and write at Fire Mike, or at, you know, at Campfire Mike, at Campfire Mike, just let him know if you know the answer to the question. He's looking to know if anybody can recommend a good cabin tent. I don't have any experience with cabin tents, so I can't really give him any kind of advice on my knowledge because I don't have any. So if you're a camper and you have any experience with cabin tents, he's looking for a 3-season, not winter, spring, summer, fall, 8 to 10 person cabin tent, something that's not way off the charts expensive, something that's durable. If you can recommend a good cabin tent for him, just drop it down in the comments below. So Mike, I hope you get the answer you're looking for. Thank you for asking me, and I'm going to just try and help you. I figure we got a good community here. Let's all try and help each other out. But yeah, I love that Becket Quarry. It was awesome. I could spend the whole day there, and I don't even know what I was thinking. It's just like, yeah, I drove 4 hours. Could have got there quicker, but I took back roads. You know, we already went through that, but it took me 4 hours to get up to the Berkshires in that particular area, and I only had enough time to roam around for 3.5 hours, and I don't think I was going to get 5 trails done, cook up a lunch or dinner at that point, and be able to make it back to the lot by 7 o'clock. So that's what happens. Sometimes, you know, we make stupid mistakes. We run out the door. We're all excited, and things don't work out the way you want because you didn't allow yourself enough time. So that's just a little bit of advice if you want to get out there, just allow yourself enough time. I didn't even get out there till 3:30, almost 4:15 in the afternoon. And then I wanted to go hiking. I was like, yeah, just ready to go hiking. I got no time. Dumb on my part. This is really good. Simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich will do the trick. Nothing fancy here. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to just bring you back to close out the video properly. I was thirsty as hell. I should have wore Ben's. That bug spray, I have that. But the other bug spray I was using was useless. It was useless. I was getting miserable. And as the hike kept going on, it just was getting worse and worse because I wasn't in the moment. You know, I had other concerns and things on the back of my brain. I don't know. I hope you had a good time anyways, and I appreciate that you did come along with me and check out that awesome hike. Definitely not boring. Lots to see. The information will be down below. Becket Quarry up in the Berkshires of Massachusetts, guys. I will see you on the next one. There might be a video out on Wednesday. If you think that's a good idea, also let me know. Wednesdays is my whatever Wednesday day. It's usually the day I'll do gear reviews, or it might be something completely off the charts. Not related to anything that you see in here, so just warning you. You know, I got a few things in my mind that I want to do. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Have a great week. If you're in an area that is going through this high heat and humidity, be smart, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay safe out there in the wild, and I will see you on the next one. I appreciate you coming, guys. Bye. PB&J.